Can you all hear me clearly? Good? Okay. Okay, so first, before I start, I want to say thank you for joining me today. And I'm really happy to be here and sharing what I am passionate about. And also, thank you, Paul and Fiona, for supporting. And I'm really happy to see you guys. And thanks for everything, for organizing this event. And first, I think I just gave you an introduction, although I see Meta here, some people, you already know me, but just a little brief introduction. My name is Cecilia, I'm from China, and I have been started practicing since 2003, but I didn't start teaching until 10 years later. I'm now a yoga therapist, and I've been doing some trainings, workshops, and intensives in China. And what I am doing here is the Hañsa system, Hañsa therapy system, and that's also what I'm going to share today. That's a Hañsa Flow practice. The Hañsa Flow practice is developed from Hañsa therapy system. So it's a choreographed sequence that's based on the development pattern of our movement and the functionality of our body. So when we are practicing, we are not focusing on the static postures. As what I said, we're going to focusing more on the transitions of the movement. So in the practice, the idea is to create the transitions in a smooth, slow, and easeful way. So the class will be developed into 3 sections. The first section will be just considering the breath in a more 3-dimensional relationship. So we are going to create a reference point from the internal body. And the second part is the design sequence. And the sequence may be a little bit foreign to what people generally do in yoga, because we are going to utilize more spiral relationships in the movement. And also, we are going to change in our directions while we are practicing. We may face to the other side of the mat, or we may move out from the mat. So that will be increasing our kinesthetic awareness and the spatial awareness as well. And that will be fun too. And another part is the last part that we're going to do some recovering practice and also reconnect to our body and the basic developmental movement pattern, and also to create movement in a more fluid, more easy, and simple way, just to cool down and relax. So I think enough talking, then maybe we just start practicing. Okay, is that cool, everybody? Okay, so let's come lie on our back to the mat. So while you lie on your back, please bend your knees and socks on the floor. And if you have a blanket, you can grab a blanket and put it underneath of your head. Now, just take a moment. Try to cycle yourself and connect to the body. Can you bring your attention to your body while connecting to the floor? Start to notice the rhythm of your breath. Now place your hands on the side of your ribs. On the next breath in, can you try now to breathe, extend your belly, so restrict your belly from extend, and try to breathe into your hands. Just feeling your side ribs, just getting widening and expanding. And exhale, just allow your hands to release your ribs back to the beginning. Just continue. Also, can you bring your breath to the back of the ribs? And feeling the thoracic body like a balloon, just expanding and releasing. Start to follow this rhythm of your breath. Bring more attention to the back of your body. To feel more space to your side ribs. Use your hands as a reference. And you feel your ribs expanding laterally, like they are growing wider on the floor. Just another round. When you're ready, just turn over to the right side. I'll be facing you. You can place your arm underneath of your head, or you can use a blanket to support your head. Can you place your left arm on the left ribs? Now from here, we're going to do an asymmetrical breath. So in the next inhale, can you bring your breath only to your left lung? And feeling your left ribs are expanding towards the ceiling. When you breathe out, just release naturally. Allow the weight of your hand just go with your ribs back to the beginning. Just imagine that you have a hand inside your ribs. And when you inhale, the imaginary hand is pushing out towards your left hand. It's like a very nice, gentle massage to your diaphragm. And you may feel the capacity of your breath on the left side. Just take a moment. When you're ready, just turn over to the other side. We're going to do exactly the same thing. So now we're going to lie on our left side and place the right hand on your right ribs. So when you lie on the floor, what do you feel? Is this the same feeling to the other side? Is this more comfortable or more uncomfortable? Now start to bring your attention to the breath. So in the next inhale, can you bring your breath to the right ribs? Imagine that you have only one lung on the right side. You can still imagine the hand inside of your right ribs pushing out towards the ceiling. So feeling your right ribs expanding and lifting. And when you exhale, just gently massage. Allow your right hand sink inside, towards your ribs, towards the floor. Do you notice the difference on the two sides? Which side is easier and which side is more difficult? Can you feel the space inside of your thoracic body? One more round. When you're ready, let's turn over and lie on our tummy. Place your hands onto your head, so you can cross your hands like this. Place your forehead on your hand. And from here, we're going to bring our breath to our back of the body. So see if you cannot allow your belly to push onto the floor. To have a little bit suspended feeling of your front body. To inhale, breathe into your back. And feel your back of the body extending, widening, growing, without extending your belly out. And when you exhale, just release. So bring the attention to the back of your head, back of your ribs, and back of your pelvis. Can you bring your breath evenly to those parts, or more specifically onto one part? Do you feel your spine growing longer in inhale or exhale? Or maybe both. Can you have the suspension in the front body? So now the front body is like the floor of your inner organs. Can you support them more in this position? Now to allow them to collapse on the floor. Just take one more moment. When you're ready, just bring our hands and the knees on our shoulders, and then push up. Let's come to our tabletop, hands and knees. From here, let's take a moment. Just check where your hands and your knees. Make your knees just a hip apart, and your hands as wide as your shoulders. Now, can you still feel the space inside of your body? So your head is suspended, Your front body lifted. Your back ribs are spacious. Take a moment. Just connect to the internal feelings. And from here, we're going to move into the practice of today. So next inhale, we're going to reach a little bit into cow. Very humble cow. Don't collapse the ribs of your back. And the exhale, let's sit just partially back towards our head, towards our heels. And then just repeat. See if you can still have the space on your back ribs in cow. And can you still have the suspended feeling of your front body, especially your lower belly in cat? Try not to squeeze or crush the inside space of your body. A feeling you are moving coordinately between your head and tail. Just repeat. Take a moment. So from here, we're going to add on. So one more round of cat-cow. And make your movement slower. And next moment, when we come back to cow position, we're going to reach our left arm and right leg towards the different side of this side. And then we come back, lift the left arm back to, put your left arm back to the left ear and rotate. So reach your right arm towards the floor and rotate to the right side. And then sit backward, just partially to cat. And then lift up and reach your elbow up towards the ceiling. So right arm just reach towards the floor. And then release, elbow down, slowly, back to our center. So we're going to use our knee a lot. If you feel uncomfortable around the knees, you can put a blanket underneath, okay? Is this cool? Let's continue. So bring down hands forward, sit back a little, then reach up. Try to have the stillness of your front body and release, suspended front body, and then reach forward into cow. Then come back into easy cat. So continue into cow, very humble cow. Don't forget the spacious of your back ribs. And then sit into cat, still hold the suspension feeling. Next moment, we're going to do the opposite side. Reach the right hand and the left leg to the opposite. The left back, right hand placed on the back of your right ear. And we reach the left arm to the floor and turn to the right side. Rotate. Then lightly sit back. Come up. Reach your elbow up and lateral bend to the left. Then release. Just in a very soft way. Okay, that's good. Back together. Reach up. Release. Come forward. Humble cow. Easy cat. One more round. Come forward. Sit back. Try to have your belly lifted. Now the other side. We're going to repeat this. Right hand, left hand and right leg. Okay. Rotate to the left. Sit back. Elbow reaching. Arm extended. Then release. Hands together. Hands together. Reach up. Release. Come down. Cow. Feel your back raise. And cat. Feel your lower belly. Come back again. On the other side. Right hand, left leg, reaching. Come back. Rotate. Release. Elbow reaching, then extended lateral bend. Come down. Back again. Hands forward. Slowly reach up. See if you can still feel the suspension of your front body in the practice. And see if you can keep a static, stable rhythm of your practice in the moment. It's like water. Just another side. Reach. Come back. Oh, sorry. Rotate. And then release. Back. Lateral bend. Elbow down. Release. Come forward. Humble. And reach up. Feel the space on your back ribs. Release. Forward. Cat cow again. One more round and then we're going to add down. Is that okay? Okay, cool. So reach your elbow and then extend your arm. Lateral bend. Sit back a little, release your elbow down. Bring your hands forward. Then reach up. Release. Like wings. Open your arms. And now sit back a little to the easy cat. Come forward. Okay. Continue on the left side, right side. Come back. Rotate. Sit back. Elbow reaching, then extend. Release. Okay, once you finish both rounds, we're going to continue and add on more movement to this practice. One more cat cow. Right side. Rotate. Sit back. Reach. So your both arms are reaching towards different direction. Then release. Continue. This is easy. You may remember the movement now. What we're going to do will be exactly the same thing, and we just add more movements to it. So, left, and come back. Reach towards the right side and rotate to the left. And sit back. Elbows reaching, extending, lateral bending. Release. Now we're going to bring some new movement to it. Arms up, release down. Back to tabletop. So this time we're going to lift the shins and turn to the left side. And place your weight on the left arm. And then we rotate, turn to the back of the mat. Sit with easy cross leg on the floor. So you're now facing the back of the mat and just reaching forward slightly. So don't push too hard. Then come up. Place your left hand on the mat. We just move our weight towards the mat and then rotate back. Knees on the mat. We come back to tabletop. You back? Okay, let's continue. Cat-cow, cat, and cow. Now let's come into the right side. Reach the right arm and the left leg. Come back. Reach, left arm rotate. Sit back. Arm reaching. Lateral bend. Release. Hands forward. Slowly bring up. Extend. Release. Hands on the floor. Come back to tabletop. Let's turn our legs to the right side. So feet to the right side and rotate. Now we're going to move the weight to the right arm and turn to the back of the mat. So facing the back, just easy cross leg. Reaching forward. Okay, come up. Right hand on the back to the mat, and then we turn back onto our mat. So we come back to the center of the mat. That's good. Let's continue. Cat-cow, so humble cow, and then easy cat. Let's continue. The left side, reaching, back, reach and rotate, release, sit back, arms extending, lateral bend, release your elbow, back to center. Bring up, reach, release, hands forward, into cow. Don't forget the space of your back ribs. Back to cat. Now this time, turn to the left side. Weight on the left arm, turn towards the back of the mat. Your arms of the mat, reach forward. Then come up. Left hand on the floor. Then come back on the mat. You're doing pretty good. This is easy, right? Let's continue with cat-cow. And then the right side. Right arm reaching, come back. Left arm reaching, rotate to the right. Sit backwards. Reach the right elbow, extend the arm, then release. Back to center. Very good. Hands together. Bring up. Slowly reaching. Release like wings opening. Like feather on the floor. Lightly. Come back to cat-cow. Cat. Now this time, let's turn to the right side. Weight on the right elbow, arm, and turn towards the back of the mat. Slightly reach forward. Just easily. Now, from the next round, we're going to add more movement to this practice. Is this okay? You're doing good. I think we'll be fine. Yes. Good. Let's continue with cat-cow. And then we're going to add left arm, rotate, sit back, bring up, lateral bend. Very nice. Just move beautifully. Reach, release, come forward. Turn to the left. Sit towards the back. Reach. Come up. Now this time, we're going to place the left hand back to the mat first, and then step the right foot on the right side of your mat. And spin. Reach your left leg up towards the ceiling. From here, bend your right leg and turn to the right side. Spin. Reach your left leg across and then sit on the floor. So it'll be like this. Yes. Ta-da! Great. And then we reach towards the left leg. Yeah, lateral bend. And then slowly bring up. First, place your left hand on the mat. Step your right foot on the mat, the same place. And lift up. Come back. Into downward facing dog. Then lift your heels, knees down. Come back to tabletop. Good. Well done. Let's continue. Cat-cow. Now, which side this time? Your right hand reaching. Yes. Come back. Rotate to the right side. Slowly bring up. Extend your arm. Feeling your right ribs extending. Release. Back to center. Yes, humble. Reach up. Release. Come forward. Tabletop. Now, legs on the right side. Turn. Sit. Reach. Come up. This time, your right hand on the mat first. Lift your left foot. Step on the left side of your mat. Reach your right leg up towards the ceiling. Oh my God, left and right. Spin to the left and reach your right leg. Step through. Now we are sitting, facing the side of the mat. and reach a lateral bend. Yeah, very easy. Now we're coming back. Place the right hand on the floor, stack the left foot, lift up, and turn. We're back to downward facing dog. So heels up, knees down, coming back, tabletop. To reach, still having the space on the back ribs, and sit back, still having suspension of the front body. Continue. Left arm reaching, back, rotate, sit back, lateral bend, release, bring up, open your wings, feathers on floor, coming forward quietly, turn to the left, sit towards the back, come up, hand first, step, spin, lift up, bend the knee, spin towards the right, step through, reach, lateral bend. Slowly bring up, lift, turn, facing the mat. Come back. Humble cow and easy cat. Just the other side. Reach. Rotate. So see if you can remember the movement and see if you can make the movement more fluid. If you remember, you can just follow your own rhythm. If you can't remember, you can still watch me. But don't forget your inner space. See if you can move beautifully. Just continue the movement in your own rhythm. It's like yin yang. Can you still feel the spacious space inside your ribs in cat? and cow the same time. When you're reaching forward, can you still have the lift feeling of your belly? And when you're moving slowly, can you feel where you're not flowing? Try to be observant. In all the sensations that are arising in the moment. Can you really feel the head and tail at the same time? So one more round. Stretch, rotate. Once we finish this round, we're going to come lie on our back. See if you're more familiar with the moment. And see if you can remember. Once you remember the moment, can you make it yourself? Try to move slowly, especially when the transition, and especially when you feel difficulty in the moment. So once we finish on this side, we'll just meet and get together in the tabletop. And then we'll go from there, okay? If you finish, then just do several rounds of cat-cow. So next time, we're going to open, place our right foot on the outside of the mat, And then spin, open the knee out, like this. Yes. And then just reach through, step through with our left leg. Sorry, I should bend the knees. And then we sit. Yeah. And then now we're going to soften ourselves and lie on the back. So we're going to release. Just imagine yourself like a melting ice cream. So you soften and really, really soft. Then you just rotate, turn, lie on the back. And come back to the beginning. So from here, you may want to come up and have a look. So because when you lie down, you won't be able to see me. Yeah. So from here, what we're going to do is actually very simple. I'll do this side for you to see. So we're going to open the knee out and then reach the foot towards the mat. And then we're going to lift the leg and then just turn to the left side. And next time, I would just lift the leg up and reach arm and leg same time, and then turn to look towards the right side, opposite side, and reach. So feel the extension of the ribs. Then we come back together to the beginning. Easy, right? So let's do it. Cool? Okay, let's begin. First, line on our back, and then we open the left knee, then reach. Bring the knee up towards the wrist, then turn, lie on the side. This is easy, still like the ice cream, just melting. Okay, bring the right foot up, knee up, and then we reach the left leg and the left arm. Turn to look onto the right side. So your head turn to the opposite. Then we just sweep, glide on the floor, bring the hand and the foot back to the beginning. And then we do the other side. Same thing, open the right knee, reach down, bring the knee up, turn to the right side. Just lying there, very lazy, relaxed. Okay, bring the knee up, then reach the right arm and the right leg. Turn to look at the left side. Yes, open the right ribs, filling the space inside the right ribs. Good, bring them up, back to the beginning. Okay, we're gonna continue. This is easy, right? You can do it in a very lazy way. Open the knee, reach the leg, bring the knee up and just turn to the side. That's like how we can get up every day. Come back and reach, left arm, the leg, turn to look the opposite. Then bring them back to the beginning. Right side, right knee open, right leg reaching, knee, bring knee up, turn. Okay, come back, reach the right arm and right leg. Turn to look at opposite. And then come back. One more round. Knee open, leg reaching. Knee up, turn over. Okay, come back, reach. Look, and then come back. Another side. Reach. Bring the knee up. Turn. Come back. reach, extend, then release, come back. Okay. Now we're going to do a very simple movement on the pelvis. So from here, we're going to do it's like a kai-kao on the floor, on our back. So you can have a look, or you may just listen. So from here, we're going to tilt our pelvis. It's like anterior tilting and posterior tilting. See my hand here? So we are reaching towards the your feet first. So anterior tilting. So you are creating more arch from your lower back to the floor, between your lower back and the floor, and then you release. You come back to normal. So very simple movement. But when you're doing this, you're not so exaggerated in your movement. So it's very subtle. It's like a cup of water that you're holding. The pelvis is like that container, and you just slightly tilt forward towards your feet, towards your pelvis. Like the tea spill a little, and then you release. It's like that. So you're very attentive in this moment. It's very subtle. And you may repeat several times. Like 6 times, that's good. And the last time, you're just imagining that you're doing this moment. So see what you can find in this moment. So when you are doing anterior tilting, can you just not to lift so much of your lower back and emphasize the movement more in your hips. So just very subtle movement. And then you release. You're just letting go of the contraction, and then you come back to the beginning. And every time when you do it, can you make the movement smaller? But last time, you just think about the moment. Do you feel any difference between the two sides of your pelvis? Although it's a symmetrical movement, so are they even in this moment? Which side moving like further? Which side are feeling stuck? One more round. When you finish, just release. Now we're coming back and going to do some Shavasana, relaxing here. So you can extend your legs on the floor, arms on your sides. Now letting go of all the attention of the contraction of that moment. Release. And feel your body resting on the floor. Feel the weight of your head, your back, and your pelvis. Can you feel the space inside of your body? With your eyes closed, the internal vision is open. Feel your skin like water on the floor, and yourself melting like water, just getting wider and sinking backwards. Letting go of all the stress and tensions in the body. Just follow the rhythm of your natural breath. Feeling yourself supported by the floor that make you feel secure and settled. Slowly bring some movement to your fingers and your toes. When you're ready, just turn to which side you feel comfortable. In your own time, just come up and sit it on the floor. Bring our hands together. I'd like to thank you for joining my class today. I hope you enjoyed practice and have a nice day or a nice evening. Thank you very much. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Well done. Well done, everybody.